In this quick video, I'm going to show you how I made some quick table display signs for my craft fair. And I'm using supplies. Those are quite basic and mostly I had at home. So here are the supplies that you'll need. You'll need to design and print out your signs on a regular copy paper, some heavyweight cardstock that you'll use as backing. I'm using matte gel because it's a strong adhesive, some strong and wide double-sided tape, and some bamboo sticks or skewers, and some Play-Doh. The first thing I'll need to do is adhere the backing to the printed paper. So I'm sticking some double-sided tape just behind where the print is. I do not want to waste. I love conserving my supplies. So I'm going to just stick the double-sided tape behind where the signs are. That way I am not wasting anything. Once I'm done, I'm going to peel away just half of the backing from the first tape and adhere the cardstock. This way, I will be sure not to misalign the cardstock with the printed part of the copy paper. And once I have stuck down the first bit of the cardstock, I'm going to remove the backing from the other pieces of tape, and I am going to stick the paper down and burnish it really well, press it down hard so it sticks well to the printed paper. I next bring out my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut the signs down to size because you see there is a lot of overhang here and I just want to snip that away so I can use it in my paper trimmer. And I will now cut each of these signs out to the required sizes. It's up to you how wide or narrow you want the signs to be. Since I'm going to use the signs on my table as table displays, I will keep them pretty tight so they don't take up too much space on the table. And I am going to remove any of the overhanging copy paper and trim them down to the correct size. The first one is done and I'll continue working on the remaining banners and trim off the overhang and cut them down to my required size. All the signs are complete now. I have trimmed them and cut them down to size. There is a bit of a wrinkle on this one, but it's really not going to matter. And I am going to take the bamboo skewers and break them down to size because these are pretty long and I don't want them too high on the table. So I'm going to just roughly break them down with my hands. But when you do this, please make sure that you don't hurt yourself because those are pretty sharp points and you might want to be careful with splinters, etc. So I continue to break down the sticks and I will proceed to the next step. The next step is to glue down the sticks and I'm doing this in a very quick and rough manner. I'm just dipping the stick into the matte gel and I will apply the stick behind the card because these sticks obviously are heavier than the pieces of paper. I will need to use a substantial amount of matte gel to make sure that they don't fall off, and the adhesion is quite good because these sticks will have to hold up until the end of the craft fair, which will be about 6 hours. So I want to make sure they are nice and secure at the back. So I'll continue to just use my stick to put down the matte gel and then stick them to the paper, and I will set them aside on a flat surface so the sticks have time to adhere to the cardstock. And because this is a heavier glue, it takes a little bit longer than a regular glue to dry. So make sure you lay them flat somewhere and do not disturb them, because that will definitely not help adhere the sticks to the cards. So this is what I'm going to do. I am done. I will just put them on the flat surface there on my tabletop and leave them be until they are nice and dry. At this point, it's better to walk away because you'll end up disturbing them, and that won't be good. So give them about an hour to dry, and we'll be good to go right after. So over here, the next step is going to be to make the little stands, because remember, we have sticks and they need to stand on the table. So this is again so rough. I just took my metal ruler and I just sliced into the modeling clay, and it's a nice flat surface, and it doesn't matter even if it's a little bit uneven. I am going to slice them into half again, and this way I have small, little bases for the sticks. And this is how I'm going to just stick them down, and that's all there is to it. So this is all done now, and I will just create as many blocks as I need for the bases. Thank you so much for watching. These are done, and these are the finished signs. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!